Tampa Bay Lightning. Game 5, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Montreal Canadiens. The series is tied 2-2. Very exciting stuff. And we are here live watching on NHL. Let's start getting some predictions in the chat. It's going to be a crazy game. And I mean, both fan bases are absolutely hyped for this one. And a lot of interesting storylines coming into this one. Obviously, DOmingues has been playing great. There's a couple Montreal Canadiens that have been playing great. Montreal has probably dictated the majority of the play in this series. You know, the physicality has also, in my eyes, in some cases, gone to the Montreal Canadiens as well. So pretty crazy stuff here, at least to start, for the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And it's been a great series, probably the best series to me so far in the NHL. There's a lot of really good ones. I mean, the Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins, that's been going pretty crazy as well. But to me, this is the series to watch. Every single game has been absolutely electric. So I'm sure this is going to be another classic. And I mean, both goaltenders playing very well as well. Do want to give credit there where credit is due. And both teams have hit the ice. We're doing the national anthems. Puck drop is just moments away. And we're going to get kicked off there with the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Both teams taking the ice right now. Fan bases are hype as well, ladies and gentlemen. Back in Tampa for this one for game 1. Let's get a roll call going in the chat as well. If you're in the stream, throw some stuff in the chat. You can see it live here on your screen. Should be a lot of fun here tonight, guys. Brendan Hagel in your starting lineup. I wonder what, and I haven't looked yet, but I do wonder what Martin St. Louis is countering with here. Series is tied. Tampa Bay Lightning have been announced to the home crowd. We are getting ready for O Canada here. I'll take you guys in to listen to the anthems.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Now with the presentation of our nation's colors, please welcome the Tampa Fire Rescue Color Guard. And we're honored to be joined by a member of the greatest generation who at 18 joined the Army in 1944 as an infantryman and machine gunner, serving in combat across Belgium into Germany and on to victory in World War II. On June 1st, he'll celebrate his 100th birthday. Please welcome and salute Private First Class Jack D. Cook.
We are now gearing up for the American national anthem, and we will have puck drop coming up here shortly. A lot of people, we got some Habs and 6 in the chat. We got some French in the chat. We'll see what happens.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
There you have it, folks. National anthems are done, and we are ready for Game 5 of the first round Eastern Conference matchup. The Montreal Canadiens versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. The series is tied 2-2. We are moments away from puck drop. Vasilevsky with an .882 save percentage, 258 goals against average in 4 games in this series. Starting goaltender for your Montreal Canadiens, or the Montreal Canadiens, Jakub Dobich, the 2-2 record in this series, a 260 goals against average and a save percentage of .883. So both goaltenders have been pretty good, doing their jobs. Honestly, it's been a tight series. 3 games in overtime. Last one was tight as well. It's been a physical series and a good series. Now we're ready here. Puck is down, and we are underway in Game 5. Montreal Canadiens, the Tampa Bay Lightning. The puck is down in the Montreal Canadiens zone. Suzuki chips it out to center. It looks like a new combination first line for the Canadiens with Demidov, Slavkovsky, and Nick Suzuki starting for the Montreal Canadiens on the road here against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Demidov wins the puck behind the net. He gives it away. Here comes... Sorry, it's not Suzuki. It's Jake Evans starting. New look line here for the Canadiens. Evans has looked very good the last couple of games. Caden Gooley regroups in his own zone. He gives it off to Jaden Struble, who gets it up. Nice move by Nick Suzuki, the captain, back to the blue line. Fumbled by Caden Gooley. That goes all the way down the length of the ice, and Jakub Dobich will collect it behind his net. He throws it off the glass to the line. It's going to get out, and here comes Cole Caulfield with a stretch pass all the way up to Josh Anderson. He chips it in and around. Puck is behind the net. Big hit by Nick Suzuki. He keeps the puck in. Caden Gooley shoots it back down around the net. And it's going to come on the half wall here. In the slot to Suzuki. He shoots. That's blocked by Anthony Cirelli in the slot. It's going to go around the horn, back behind the net. The Lightning will regroup, and here's Gensel out to center. He catches Yanni Gourde with speed through the neutral zone. He gets it in deep. Sorry, that's James. To the front of the net. Nice deflection there. Goncalves will collect the puck. He's going to try and chip it back in, but he gets out-muscled there by, I believe that's Slavkovsky there. Nope, Texier. Alexander Texier, excuse me. He is back on the ice. Crozier gets it back down deep into the Montreal Canadiens zone. Kirby Dach will regroup. He throws it back for Lane Hudson, who regroups behind the net. First look at Lane Hudson in this game. He gets it up to Kirby Dach, who's streaking through the neutral zone. He gets it up, chipped in by Zach Bolduc, who's scored some big goals in this series. This line for the Montreal Canadiens, by the way, getting to work here behind the net. They have been their best line for the Canadiens in this series. The third line, Kirby Dach, Alexander Texier, and Zach Bolduc, the almost all St. Louis Blues line there. Back behind the Tampa Bay net, we have 17:20 left here-ish. 17:25 left here in the first period. Great pace of this game so far. Gallagher making his series debut in this one. Out to center. Here comes Newhook. He shoots off the wall. He gets it in front. It's shipped in front. Scores. Brendan Gallagher scores his series debut. It is 1-0 Montreal. He 10 seconds into his first game of the series. It's a great play by Alex Newhook to get it to the front of the net, and Gallagher, Brendan Gallagher, scores. 1-0 Montreal. Rough giveaway by Corey Perry at the middle of the ice, in the center of the ice. Montreal is up 1-0. We resume play here. That fourth line getting to work. Now Slavkovsky back on the ice. He's out there with, once again, Ivan Demidov and Jake Evans there, who gets a rough ride there along the boards. It's back into the Tampa Bay zone. Montreal, I have to be honest, I am not, for any of you tuning in, I am not a Montreal Canadiens fan in the slightest, but they have dictated play in this series for the most part, and this is a tremendous start for them. But out to center, here comes Brandon Hagel, who's been the difference maker for the Tampa Bay Lightning in this series, both on the score sheet and physically. Brendan Gallagher, 3 minutes into the game, his first goal in his first shift of the series. Here comes Caden Gooley. He's regrouping in his own zone, out to center to the neutral zone. Chip back in. Cole Caulfield's giving chase. He'll give it up. And here come the Lightning back the other way. But it's given away again at the line. It's chipped back into the offensive zone. Here comes Nick Suzuki. He's going to work along the boards. Caulfield to the point. Hudson has it to Gooley. He gets it in on goal. And that is an easy glove save for Andrei Vasilevsky. No rebound there. If he can see it, he can stop it. That's Andrei Vasilevsky, and that is his game. But great start here. 14th career playoff goal for Brendan Gallagher. Great start here for the Montreal Canadiens, up 1-0 in this one. Getting geared up here for an offensive zone faceoff. Faceoff coming to the, I believe, the left of Andrei Vasilevsky here. Right side of the offensive zone for the Montreal Canadiens. Kirby Dach on the draw. That third line, that dangerous third line, back out. Playing with a lot of purpose for the Montreal Canadiens. Alexander Texier. Kirby Dach up the middle. who loses the draw, and you have Zach Bolduc, who scored two huge goals in this series already, or has been in on 2 huge goals this, and he gets buried from behind. No call there. I think that was Ryan McDonough. Blaine Hudson gets it towards the net, not on the net, it's behind the net. Zach Bolduc going to work. Here comes Kirby Dach. He's going to kick it low to high to the point. Gouli loses it, and it's back out to center. Kucherov is trying to get it into the middle on an odd man rush there. Nothing giving here. Zach Bolduc back to work. He gets knocked off the puck by Braden Point. Braden Point regroups. He's out to the center ice. Back into the zone. Here comes Brandon Hagel, the ever dangerous Brandon Hagel. He gets it towards the net, and on the net, that is Tampa's first shot of the game. Shots are 3-1 for Montreal. We are 5 minutes into this one. Great pace to it as well. Texier is giving chase, but he wants to go off on a change. Here comes that fourth line again. Newhook is out there. Brendan Gallagher wants to come out there. Phil Deneau is out there. Nice shot by Hagel. Great opportunity there by Brendan Hagel, but nothing given there. Excuse me. Back out to center, Newhook. Lightning regrouping behind their net. JJ Moser. Great mobile defenseman, by the way. Out to center, that's chipped in. Dobish is going to leave it there for Arbor Jacki, who gets to work grinding against the boards. Jaden Struber on the puck now. Tampa Bay wins it. Low to high to the point. Here comes James. He shoots. Save by Jakub Dobish. And there's a little bit of a dust up in front. And we're going to our first commercial break here of the evening. And I have to pose the question, guys. Who is going to win this game? If you're tuning in, shout out to everybody tuning in so far. Who wins the game? Who's going to win this one? It's a crucial one. Game 5, tied series. This could dictate the series, especially with Montreal going back home if they go home with a series lead. Who wins Game 5, ladies and gentlemen? We got the poll out. We'll see what the people say. We got quite a few people in here already. And if you are in here, if you're in the chat, let's do a little bit of a roll call. Where are you watching from? Canada, the United States? You cheering for the Habs? You cheering for the Lightning? Do you hate both teams like some people do? Let me know how you feel in the chat. One thing is for sure, though. It's been a good series, and this has been a good game so far. Great pace of this one so far. Again, hopefully it doesn't slow down, but we know the second period sometimes, there is a lull at times. We got 100% on Habs right now. Renata saying Montreal. And Montreal is winning the vote 100% right now. Get your votes in. We are back from commercial. Brandon Hagel with a great chance right before this commercial break for Tampa Bay. Opening up some space, and Goncalves with a great opportunity there in front. But nothing given yet. Gage Goncalves. He has 10 career postseason games, 3 points in those games. 4 of which in this series, of course. Puck is down in the Montreal zone, but quickly flipped out to center and back down deep into the Lightning zone. Demidov's giving chase against Darren Radish, who looked like he was going to give the puck away, but actually made a nice play, and it's out to center. Here comes Braden Point, excuse me. Kucherov with a one-timer. Dobish makes the save. And we're going to get some extracurriculars again. For some reason, Carrier is sitting on top of Dobish. Interesting. We got some other opinions in here in the chat. Now we got the Habs at only 75% to win this game. Where's everyone watching from if you're in the chat? Throw it in the chat. We got everyone from Lightning fans to Montreal fans. It's dipping quick. We got some Lightning fans here in the chat. 71% for the Montreal Canadiens to win now. Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. Who's winning Game 5? Montreal with the puck in the offensive zone again. They're trying to cycle. This is one of the uglier cycles I've ever seen. Slavkovsky knocks it down on the wall, but now it's out to center again. Hagel kind of gets tied up there. Hagel gets it back in the center of the ice. He bobbles it. Here comes Demidov. He tries to make a move, but it's a nice play by Eric Chernak. He tries to get a stretch pass up the ice, but he can't. Nice move by Nick Suzuki in the zone. He gets it off. Ooh, he was trying to get it off to Josh Anderson, but nothing there. Josh Anderson also a difference maker in this series. This series might go as Josh Anderson goes. The way it has been going in some of the games. I mean, he was definitely a difference maker in the first 2 games. Nice play by Anderson on the wall to leave it for Suzuki. Back to the point. Lane Hudson has it. He's walking the line. He's walking the line. He puts a shot in. It's deflected. Delayed penalty. Somebody's down in front. Vasilevsky makes the save, but the Montreal Canadiens are going to the first power play of the game. Nick Suzuki high sticked in the slot. No blood. It's going to be 2 minutes. But with 12:30 left in the first period, the Montreal Canadiens are going to be headed to their first power play. Sorry, it is 4 minutes. There is blood. It didn't look like there was blood. Hey, Brampton, Ontario. Shout out to Ontario. I am not from Montreal. I am not a Montreal Canadiens fan. But I can appreciate the game, and this has been the best series to me in the entire NHL this year. Where's KC? KC is enjoying his day off. KC will be back. We're going to be doing some more streams, guys. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're new here. We're going to be doing some more watch-alongs. KC will be joining me for some as well. And KC, by the way, huge, and I hope I'm not blowing his cover here. I think he says it in his videos. Huge Montreal Canadiens fan. So we're going to be doing some more watch-alongs of this series for sure, guys. And not just this series, but if the Habs do move on, we'll see what happens in this game. But double minor here. Puck is about to be dropped to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. Here we go. Puck is down. I believe Tampa is going to clear here. They rim it out around the boards, and they do down the length of the ice. And Jakub Dobeš will come out to play it. Lane Hudson coming back to retrieve the puck behind his net. He skates it out to center. We all know what he's going to do. And they're going to drop it back to somebody. Yep. Here comes Nick Suzuki with a lot of speed through the neutral zone. All the way up the middle of the ice. He shoots it just wide. That was a great opportunity to the side of the net. Cole Caulfield back to the slot. Nobody's really in front. A lot of perimeter play here from this power play. But they're moving the puck quickly and with purpose. Caulfield on the half wall. Him and Hudson come together. That was kind of weird. Miscommunication here. But Hudson keeps it alive at the point. Back to Caulfield. Caulfield cycles around with Suzuki. Suzuki to the front of the net. Back to Caulfield. They're playing pitch and catch here in the corner. Not much going on. Cross ice to Demidov. Down low. It's a big save by Moser there, actually. It was a block shot by JJ Moser. To the front of the net. That's almost a deflection by Slavkovsky. Nothing there. 2:58 left in the power play. Shots are 4-4. Montreal's power play does look dangerous. Slavkovsky, I think he might have gotten a piece on that shot from the point, but Vasilevsky, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. He does get a piece of it. It almost goes 5-hole, but there is nothing there. Face off to the right of Andrei Vasilevsky. The puck is down. That is won by the Montreal Canadiens. They're trying to get back to the point. They do. Matheson out here. Second unit's out for Montreal now. Matheson to Bolduc. Bolduc in front. They're trying to go for the bang-bang play in front off of a skate or something. Kept alive. Back to Matheson at the point. Back to Texier. Texier on the half wall. Back to Matheson at the point. Texier looks to shoot. That's blocked, and it's cleared by Gergensons on the penalty kill. Get your votes in, folks. Who's going to win? We got Montreal by almost 90%. Oh, we got a 2-on-1 coming here. Hagel cuts in. He shoots. He fans on it. Hagel is, man, he gets the job done, but he's not the flashiest player. I'll tell you that. 2-on-1 with him and Anthony Cirelli here on the penalty kill. Hagel, very dynamic player for the Lightning. He's fantastic. Plays in all situations, and he gets the job done, man. One of the most efficient players right now. Just gets the job done. Shot from the point outside, or hits the outside of the net, excuse me. Kirby Dach. To Texier. Texier. Hudson back on. They're trying to get their first power play unit back on. Oh, boy. Dobish. Wow, great poise from Dobish. Hagel was forechecking, but he shields him off. Leaves it for Lane Hudson. Kicks it back. Maybe a little bit too far for Nick Suzuki here, who gets it to Cole Caulfield. Caulfield's going to try and skate it to center. He does exactly that. He's going to skate it all the way. He's going right through the middle. He gets knocked off the puck here. They're going to clear it again. Race for the puck. Lane Hudson's going. Gergensen's giving chase. 1 minute left in this power play. This would be a game-changing goal here if Montreal were to score here. Suzuki with speed through the neutral zone. And that again is broken up by Gergensen's at the line. Caulfield swings it back in. And that's going to be cleared easily by the Lightning. Not a great dump in there. Back out the center. Suzuki has it. He kicks it off to Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky in the zone. To Demidov. Demidov trying to get back to the point. He almost loses it. Here's Caulfield behind the net. He gets pinned. He loses it. Slavkovsky trying to find it. It's brought in front of the net by Chernak. That was kind of risky, but he clears it. And there's 15 seconds left here on this power play with 8:42 left in the first period. 10 seconds left. Looks like the Lightning are going to get out of this one. That looked offside, but it's not. They didn't call it. And the Lightning will kill it off, but the Canadiens have the puck in the offensive zone still. Fourth line's out, or it's a weird combination of Evans, Deneau, and Josh Anderson out there. Big hit by Josh Anderson. Carrier's trying to get it in. He gets rocked at the line. Big hit by Brandon Hagel, who seems like he's everywhere tonight for the Lightning. Radish into the zone. He kicks it to Hagel. Too far for Hagel. He peels off to the bench. I feel like Hagel's played the first 12 minutes of this game. Evans gets it in deep. That whole line will change, but here come the Lightning. Out to center. Crowd is really into it right now, by the way. Like, absolutely buzzing. Now, the one thing here as play continues. Great pace of this game, by the way. Oh, here they go. Oh, that looked like that went in. Bjorkstrand puts it off the bar. Off the backhand. Great rush by Oliver Bjorkstrand. Kirby Dach keeps it alive. Here comes Zach Bolduc out to... That looked like it went in. Obviously, they'll review it. That looked like a great chance. And then somebody got the rebound there. And it was a great save by Dobish. Kept it alive. Struble tries to get it to the net. Nothing there. They're going to break out again. Here's another guy that looks like he's played the whole game. Cernak. Goncalves is trying to get it. That looks like a delay of game penalty to Jake Evans. The Tampa Bay Lightning going to the power play with 6:54 here in the first period. This series is also really tightened up here, obviously, as series goes on. We're going to a commercial break, by the way, so we will be back in a few moments here. But series obviously is going to tighten up. We know that. But there's been, obviously, it's physical. There's still hits. But the drag you into a fight, the constant scrums, all that stuff has been left behind in game two. That was one of the crazier games I've seen in terms of that type of stuff. That has clearly been left behind. And it is pretty interesting at this point. We will see what happens. But get your votes in, folks. We got 89% think the Montreal Canadiens are going to win this game. Is that accurate? Is that how we're all feeling? Get your votes in if you haven't yet. Things are going to heat up here. This is just the first period. We're going to be live all night long, guys. Series is tied 2-2. A game 5 could be a decisive game 5 too. If Montreal is going back home with a lead, that building is going to be electric on Friday night. Yes, Friday, Sunday. No Saturday games for the Montreal Canadiens. Pretty sickening stuff there that there is no Saturday games for this series. But we were at a commercial break. How we feeling, everybody? Where's everybody watching from? I saw Brampton, Ontario's in the house. Where's everyone watching from? So Tampa Bay is going to a power play here. There was a delay of game penalty to Jake Evans before the commercial break. Lightning power play here. Oh, linesman takes a spill. That's one way to start. Whoa, nice stop on a shot from the point by Darren Radish, who has an absolute bomb from back there. Kucherov getting to work here. Montreal's up 6-5 in the shots category. It's a tight game despite that power play. Oh, here we go. One-on-one. One-on-one out to center. Nick Suzuki. What a move by Suzuki. He tries to put it between the legs of Vasilevsky. Great save by Vasilevsky. Great move by Nick Suzuki. That was brilliant. Gensel down low. They're in the offensive zone again. Kucherov to the point. To Gensel. To Radish. That's almost cleared. In the slot to point. And a point blank save on Braden Point by Jakub Dobish. First minute gone of the power play here. 5:30 left here in the first period. 30 seconds left. Here comes Goncalves through the neutral zone. He kicks it back. That is broken up at center. Here comes Newhook on a semi-breakaway. There's 3 Lightning back. He's trying to make his way to the net. That's broken up by J.J. Moser, the mobile defenseman. Somebody loses their stick. I think that's Corey Perry. It is. Anthony Cirelli to center. He's speeding in. He takes it to the net. He gets upended by Lane Hudson. No penalty. And it's out at the line and out of play with 4 seconds remaining on this penalty kill. So it looks like the Canadiens are going to get out of this, and both teams are going to be perfect on the penalty kill so far in this game. That was a brilliant move by Nick Suzuki, putting it through Kucherov, one-on-one with a forward. And he gets a great scoring chance, tries to outsmart Vasilevsky, but Vasilevsky, man, he's great. Great and close like that, too. He gives you not much. Not much. Cirelli gets upended there on that play. Power play is over. Evans back on the ice. Ooh, tough pass there. And they're going to have to... Ooh, they're going to try and get it out, but now it's scrummed against the wall. It does get out to center. Through the middle here, Bjorkstrand giving chase, but that's broken up by Struble. Actually, that might be Mike Matheson, excuse me. Lane Hudson behind his net. Nice move by Hudson to free up some space for himself. He's going to skate it out. Geeky's giving chase here. Jane Struble has the puck. He gets it out to center. And that's into the zone by Texier. He kind of stumbles and falls to one knee, though. And he's going to rim it around. Corey Perry has it. He's protecting the puck. He makes his way to the center. He shoots. Saved by Jakub Dobish. And he is going to keep that. We got some rough stuff after the whistle for Corey Perry. wanting to stick around in the crease, but nothing there. 1-0 Montreal Canadiens. Shots are fairly even. And both teams are very hungry for this win. Obviously, going back to Montreal would be devastating for the Lightning with that building the way it is. So ultimately, we'll see what happens here. Should be exciting. Commercial break here, folks. Continue to get your votes in. We got the poll going right now, and 90% of people think that the Canadiens are winning this game. Interesting first period. Some of the analytics, some of the statistics. Back from commercial here. And we're getting ready for an offensive zone faceoff for the Lightning after a save by Jakub Dobeš off of a save from Corey Perry, who then tried to drive the crease after the whistle, because that's what Corey Perry does. And that's how he's made a living. That's how he's made his career as well. Most career playoff games, Corey Perry is 4th all time. Face off to the right of Jakub Dobeš here. Anthony Cirelli gets kicked out of the face-off dot. Gensel comes in to take it against Nick Suzuki. Suzuki now gets kicked out. My God, what are we doing here? Josh Anderson versus Jake Gensel. One of the face-offs of all time, folks. Clean win by Gensel. Suzuki takes the play away right away, though. And trying to find the puck. It's back to the point to Darren Radish at the point. He gets it around to J.J. Moser. He gets it towards the net, but not on the net. Anderson breaks that up. Oh, knocked down by Kucherov. That was not good. Right through the middle by Josh Anderson there. Wow, Carrier just hit himself into the boards. Kucherov was trying to get a one-timer off there. He takes his man down. Here comes Caulfield. He has the puck. He's getting out to center. Cole Caulfield, very quiet 5-on-5 in this series. And he gets closed out. Oh, and then Suzuki gets dumped. Caden Gooley regrouping in his own zone. He passes it off to Mike Matheson, who's getting booed for some reason. Well, that was a tough pass. That was almost held in the line. Bad pass again. Held up. Danault was trying to advance the puck, but couldn't. He was tied up, which don't know if I call that a penalty in Game 5 of a first-round series, but probably could have been. Holding. Gallagher is giving chase. No stick here. Trying to take point off the puck. He's not covering anybody. What is going on here? Hagel gets it to the corner. Just keeps it alive. Nice to see that. Put the puck to an area. Good shift by the Lightning here. And we got a battle. And Gooley is going to the box. And so is Yanni Gourde. Yep. Yanni Gourde. Caden Gooley going to the penalty box. I imagine offsetting that this will be 4-on-4. Yes, you already put it in the chat there. I can see it is. Yes, it is 4-on-4. Let's get a roll call going in the chat as well, guys. Where are you watching from? That was a pretty good battle, but I guess they got to call it to calm things down. I don't think they want this game getting out of hand or anything like that, but... By the way, if you're new here, folks, NHL content every single day here on the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. You get to stay up to date with everything that's going on around the NHL. 2:08 left here in the first period. 4-on-4 for basically the rest of the period. Dobich plays it around the net. He gets it to Carrier to the line to Jake Evans. He's pinned and it's coming back into the zone. They regroup behind their net, back to Evans. I mean, Tampa's forecheck has been suffocating this entire series, honestly. Nice play on the wall. Slavkovsky against Darren Radish. He makes a move. Backhand. Nice save by Vasilevsky. He plays it. It's kept alive. And they're coming back the other way. Darren Radish giving chase into the offensive zone. He hits Mike Matheson, but Canadiens regroup. Demidov has the puck. He gives it back to almost Dobich, who almost has to play it. Lane Hudson gets it off the wall to Demidov. Demidov loses it. Here comes out the center. Crozier gets it in front. Easy save by Dobich with the glove. 1:07 left here in the first. Sorry, 1:09 left here in the first period. Nice move by Slavkovsky through the legs. And then with the space that he created, backhand shot. Easy, pretty easy save for Andre Vasilevsky. A guy like that, though. Face off to the left of Dobich. Puck is down. Montreal Canadiens win the draw. Carrier has been struggling here. Certainly struggling. Philip Deneau back behind the net. Back behind the net again. I mean, this Tampa forecheck is suffocating them. Crozier back to Tampa without Victor Hedman in this series, by the way, folks. To Hagel. Both teams like pressing the puck pretty well here. No time to do anything. Canadiens turn it over. It's turned over again in the neutral zone. Game of tennis here in the neutral zone. Back to Tampa Bay. Crozier gets it back. J.J. Moser has it behind their net. They're going to regroup. Completely reset the play. He's going to do it again. He circles back. There's 10 seconds left here in the period. Moser gets it up to center to Kucherov through the center. Both guys are out of the box. We're back to even strength. And Kucherov throws it back to center ice. And that will do it for the first period of Game 5. The Canadiens up 1-0 on a goal from Brendan Gallagher. His first of the playoffs in his first 10 seconds in the playoffs. Crazy stuff here. You love to see it for Brendan Gallagher. First couple seconds here. Into his first playoff game of the season. Guys, continue to get your votes in here. 88% of folks think the Habs are going to win this series. How does everyone feel about... It is great hockey so far, actually. I've really, really enjoyed this series. What does everyone think of the game so far? The game did start. We are done the first period here. Newhook did a good job on that one. He did do a good job on that goal. He drove the nets. There's a lot right with that goal. And We are gearing up here for this second period, folks, which will be starting relatively soon. In about 18 minutes. How does everyone feel about this game so far, the Canadiens? Who's everyone rooting for? Start spamming the chat a little bit. Who you rooting for? Where you from? Where you watching from? Shout out to everybody who's clicked into the stream, who's been watching the stream as well. Go Habs. Fonthill, Ontario. A lot of Habs fans in Ontario as well. Can't say I'm one of them. Czech Republic. Europe. Who are you rooting for here? Who are you rooting for in this game? Is it the Canadiens? Is it the Lightning? We got two of the best teams here in the Eastern Conference, honestly. I mean, Buffalo's doing their thing. Boston's been there before, a lot of their players. It's tough for Buffalo because they've never really been in the playoff series. But, Gallagher with the goal. %89 of y'all think that the Montreal Canadiens are going to win this game. We got a Go Habs Go from Clara in the chat. Shout out to Clara. I like the Oilers. I don't like Kucherov. So I now like the votes already. The Oilers. Upper Ottawa Valley. Shout out. Go Habs. That's Catherine watching from Upper Canada Valley. Sorry, Upper Ottawa Valley, not Canada. We got a 1-0 game here. The Oilers. The Oilers winning a big game last night as well, folks. Isn't Eric Cernak from, or Cernak? Don't know how exactly to pronounce it, excuse me, but isn't he from Czech Republic as well? You're rooting for Eric Cernak? I could possibly Google it, but he's Slovakian. He is not from Czech Republic. Excuse my ignorance. Excuse my ignorance. Are there any, oh, I guess Levkovsky is also Slovakian. Oh. Slovakia, yeah. What time is it there in Czech Republic? Got 12 minutes left here until the second period, folks. 12 minutes. Should be an interesting second period. Like, things will calm down a little bit. I wonder if it opens up a bit more because it is already 1-0 with that good start from the Canadiens. Great turnover there from Newhook. I'm showing a replay here. From Newhook. And he just drives. He just drives. He puts the puck towards the net, drives in tight. Gallagher coming to the net. He drives. He's putting it in. 2 a.m. over there in Czech. Oh, jeez. Also, for anyone who cares, the Toronto Raptors currently up in their game 5 as well. We, the North, we taking that one home. I'd be concerned if I was the Cavs giving up a 2-0 series lead. Especially heading back to Toronto 4-6. Can't let them get hot, folks. This is Brendan Gallagher on scoring the first goal. I'll take you guys in here for this.
After you scored the first goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. The guy's been playing great hockey all series. It's been a tight series. It's a good team on the other side, but the way we've been playing, I just want to come in and try to contribute any way I can. I mean, they've been playing fantastic, and you just want to be a part of it.
Well, you've handled everything like a pro. That's why they love you there in Montreal. Gally, you have had a chance to watch this series a little bit from a bird's eye view. What are the keys for you tonight for you guys getting this win and ultimately winning this series?
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that we've had success with. Obviously, they're going to feel the same way. But I think, just right now, I think, as the series goes on, it gets tighter and tighter. So you gotta try and make it as tough as you can on, a world-class goalie at the other end. He's starting to, feel more and more comfortable as well. So you just try to make his job difficult. Like I said, it's the margin between winning and losing is so small this time of year that you just got to be dialed in right from the get-go.
Well, you're inspiring your teammates today. Keep doing that. Good luck tonight, Gally. Good luck the rest of the way, my man.
Thanks. Appreciate it, PK.
33.
That was PK Subban and Brendan Gallagher. And Brendan Gallagher, give him credit, man. Been in the league for a long time, handling everything like a pro. We have an update here on the Philadelphia Flyers as well. Owen Tippett with a great opportunity, but a great save by Shilovs. And 8 minutes into that game, that one was a later start. We have no score in that one. And Pittsburgh is looking to tie that series and force it to a Game 7. Carolina, the only team in the Eastern Conference waiting around for everything else to finish. And we got some tight series around the league, honestly. No longer the days of a bunch of sweeps and all of that in the first round. That is gone. Mostly because of the playoff format, but that is what it is. Glenn, you can hang out with us all night here in the chat. Make sure you get your vote in. Who's winning? Montreal, Tampa. We're going to be here all night long watching the game. Jakub Dobish is Czech. You are correct. That's right. I forgot about that, actually. He is Czech. He's a great goaltender, by the way. I'll say, like, I can really appreciate, not a huge Habs fan by any stretch myself. In fact, I don't like them at all. But I can appreciate Dobish. He is a very good goalie. He finds a way to win. He makes some big saves, and I appreciate a good goalie. I can even appreciate, Carey Price back then. Just a great goaltender. So it's awesome. Where is, we'll get a little bit of a roll call going. We got about, I think, 7 minutes before the second period here, before it starts. Where's everyone watching from, and who are you cheering for in this series? Majority of people who've checked in here are cheering for the Habs. Higher percentage, so... Let's get another poll going here. So, majority of people think that the Canadiens are going to win this game. Why not there? 92% think the Habs are going to win, as you can see there on your screen. Well, we got another one coming here, folks. This should be a fun one. We got a new poll going here in the chat, guys. How many goals are scored in the second period? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it going to be a tight game? Basically is what I'm saying. Is it 3, 4 goals? How many goals do you think are going to be scored in the second period combined by both teams? A lot of people are thinking it's going to be relatively tight and there's going to be 2 goals scored in that second period. Should be pretty exciting. I do wonder if it opens up a little bit because of the fact that it is 1-0, and obviously the Lightning are going to be having to get after it, get a goal here. They can't really sit back. They can't play, you know, scared. They can't, which the Lightning never really do, but they can't really afford to at all. They have to get after it. So it'll be an interesting second period here. Just a couple minutes, or moments, I should say, away from the second period, folks. We're gearing up for it here. Your votes in here. Most people think that there's going to be 2 goals scored in this second period. Who's been the best player on the ice for both teams? I would argue both goalies in that first period. Obviously, Vasilevsky letting in the 1 goal, but I do think it is both goaltenders for both their teams. Who's taking this game? Let's get some predictions in the chat. We got Montreal. We got Tampa Bay. Who's taking this game? It's 1-0 Habs, of course, on a goal from Brendan Gallagher. But things can change very quickly in this game, in this series, as we've seen before from both the Habs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, the last game, 2-0 Habs after 2, and they lose in regulation. That is something that doesn't happen very often to not only the Habs, but most teams in the NHL. So two minutes until puck drop for this second period. Pretty interesting too with the Montreal Canadiens. You take a look at their team. I mean, they got a guy like Alex Carrier playing on the third pairing there. And I mean, he's getting the job done. He's not the greatest defenseman, but when you think of what's coming up through the system, I mean, they have Lane Hudson locked up. They have all their core guys locked up. They have Noah Dobson now, who's not even playing in this series. So they're a lot deeper than they've actually shown in this series because obviously they're missing Noah Dobson, who was skating, by the way, this morning. So that's going to be a significant thing and interesting storyline heading into Game 6. Like, the season's on the line. I wonder if he plays. So that'll be interesting to keep tabs on. But they got Reinbacher. They got Enstrom down there with the Laval Rocket. I mean, like, they have more guys coming up. They're a lot deeper than they even show in this series in the next couple of years. With the cap going up, I mean, they're in a great position there to be competitive for years and years at this point with a great young core. So that's scary for a guy like me who does not like the Habs, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff what they've been able to build there. We are 1 minute away from puck drop for the second period, folks. Stay tuned. Buckle up. Should be a crazy one. Most people think there's going to be 2 goals in this second period. We are ready to go. Now, big goal for the Habs to start off the game. Strong. However, we know what the Lightning can do, and no lead is safe in this game. And here we are, folks. Puck is down for the second period. We're underway. Puck is thrown all the way down the length of the ice. And here come the Lightning back up the center. Guess who? Brandon Hagel. He feeds it in, and that was bobbled by Braden Point. But getting back to work here. And here come the Canadiens out the center. 3 away. And that's knocked out. A lot of really, like, quick stick plays and, you know, forcing players into tight areas. And Montreal Canadiens have won 12 straight playoff games when leading after the first period. Now, keep in mind, after last game, they were up 2-0. They got 2 goals in that second period, and they lost in regulation. So, you know, they're trying to continue to build a lead, but they're trying to continue to build good habits as well. Because you got to keep these leads. A bit of a mini 2-on-1. That was definitely offside, but it's not called. Sorelli into the zone. He gets it down deep. Oh, out to the slot, and that's just thrown wide. Lane Hudson trying to get it out, and that's thrown out of play. I don't know if that hit anything. They're gonna talk about it. They're gonna talk about it. I don't know if that hit anything though. Oh, it might be. I think Lane Hudson got a penalty here. Yep. Lane Hudson, 2 minutes for delay of game. That did go straight out of play. They're watching. I don't think you could review that. Oh, 2 goals in the second. It's going to end 1-1, though. Interesting. Yeah, backhand straight out. That's a tough play for Lane Hudson behind your own net. When you're not really pressured to a point of doing that. But, yeah, that did go straight out. That is a penalty. Well, Tampa Bay Lightning back to work here on the power play. It's dumped all the way down. 5 seconds into the power play. Here comes Point out to center. He chips it in. Back to the point. Hagel at the point. He's stepping in. He shoots. It's off the leg of Carrier. Hagel loses the puck. Here comes Jake Evans out to center. Evans is getting chased by Hagel, and he's going to dump it in. That's way offside by the Canadiens, but they don't really care. They're just trying to kill time. They get a change. Here come the Lightning. Same group out for the Lightning. Drops it back to Point. Darren Rash drops it back to Point, I should say. Point to Gensel. Gensel through the neutral zone. He gets it back to Point. It's in the line. And then right back out to center. Thrown back in the zone, but Lightning are offside. They'll give chase again. The Canadiens are regrouping here. Caden Gooley off the wall. To Phil Deneau. Phil Deneau puts it back in his own zone. Interesting play there. But it's thrown down the length of the ice. And here comes Josh Anderson. Has his stick grabbed out of his hand. He goes off for a change. Oh, nice move by Dominic James. And that is thrown off the wall by Gooley. And down the length of the ice, 25 seconds left here in this power play. JJ Moser drops it down for Goncalves. He drops it to James. Perry, back to James, thrown around. I mean, there's nothing on this power play. But Cirelli wins the puck back. He gets it to the point. Moser has it. Back to Moser. It's thrown. That's blocked. Back in the slot to Cirelli. He gets it to Moser. Moser's going to shoot. Nope, fake shot. Back to James to Moser. It's towards the net. Man's out of the box. Here comes Lane Hudson. He's got speed, but Cirelli is chasing him. He's protecting the puck. Nice play by Lane Hudson. He gets it in front. Off a skate. It's back in front again. Wow, what a save by Andrei Vasilevsky. 2 big saves by Andrei Vasilevsky. Keeps it at 1-0. Shots are 8-6 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Lane Hudson out of the box. Great play to protect the puck against Anthony Cirelli. Just keeps his feet moving. Throws Cirelli off the puck. And Newhook almost jams it in there twice, 3 times. Well, Mark, if I'm asking how many goals there's going to be in the period, and one of the options is 0, that doesn't really make sense. We can say 0 in the chat if we think it's going to be 0, but... Oh, big hit on Josh Anderson behind the net there. Josh Anderson looks a little... First of all, ineffective tonight. And he's going to be a big deciding factor for the Canadiens. A lot of people might scoff at that. He just is. Oh, Bolduc kind of bumps Vasilevsky there on the rim around. The Lightning have no shots on goal since 4 minutes left in the first period. That is crazy. Crozier gets a shot. It's loose. Dobish is trying to find it. I think he has it. The whistle finally goes. Somebody was ripped down to the ice. Dobish is getting up very slowly. Strubal's got his hands up. He's asking Crozier if he wants to go. Yanni Gord in the middle of it again. A little bit of a dust up here. That was Tampa's best score, including a power play, their best scoring chance of the game. There might be some penalties here. Only Montreal gets a penalty out of that. Wow. So Zach Bolduc. Sorry, 72. Not Zach Bolduc. Arbor Jacki, the only penalty here. And why is it? What does he do to Crozier here? So Arbor Jacki loses a stick. Then he puts Crozier in a headlock. He takes him down. He suplexes him like Brock Lesnar. And a helmet goes flying. So that might have been it. Yeah, he just kind of grabs him, throws him down. So that'll do it. Well, the Lightning go back to the power play. Tampa 0 for 2 in this game. Third power play of the night for them. Oh, they're not doing anything. Oh, breakaway here for Jake Evans. He's away. Darren Radish is giving chase. He protects the puck. Big save by Vasilevsky. Another breakaway save for Vasilevsky in this series. He's been unbelievable. He is not washed. He lets in some weird goals, but he's not washed. The power play looks a little bit more dangerous now. Around the horn, Brandon Hagel's trying to shoot. There's nothing really there. There's a lot of room. He's trying to make a play here. Back to Darren Radish at the line. The Canadiens are really defending the middle well. There's no shooting lane here. Kucherov shoots. That's a nice save. Looks more like deflected there. Kucherov shoots, and that's gloved down easily by Jakub Dobish. 14:52 left here in the second period. Kucherov turns it over at the point here. And Jake Evans gets not a clear-cut breakaway. I mean, Darren Radish is right there. It kind of takes away his forehand, but it's a good save by Vasilevsky to track that, especially with the unpredictability of, Radish having a stick in there, and you don't know what Evans is going to do. Maybe he's going backhand. Some great chances here. Montreal wins the faceoff. The puck goes down the ice. Here comes Josh Anderson. Man, he's chasing. Oh. Vasilevsky had to play that very quickly. 1 minute gone in the penalty to Arbor Jack-Eye. To the point, way too much passing, I think, for the fans' liking. They're starting to get booed a little bit here on the power play. They are throwing it around. Where is that going? What is Tampa doing on this power play? We got 14-19 left here in the second. I'm not sure what Tampa's doing with this power play. I mean, they're leading in shots now, 13-8. But they are just... They're moving it around really well. Does that go off Dobish or the crossbar? That might have went off the crossbar. I think the power plays are going to go away very soon. So if Tampa doesn't do any damage here on these power plays, I do not know what to tell you. Wow, puck is out again. 30 seconds left. Bjorkstrand could not hold the zone there, but here comes Darren Radish out to center. He's going to drop it back for Braden Point with a lot of speed coming through the neutral zone. Somebody gets tied up there on the line. No call. Bjorkstrand has it. Back to the point. Darren Radish at the point. A lot of these guys playing the full 2 minutes here on the power play. Kucherov is trying way too many fancy stuff. Oh, big booming shot. A big save on Darren Radish from Jakub Dobish. He gets buried. Man is coming out of the box. The puck is thrown all the way down into the Tampa zone. Kucherov still on the ice after 2 minutes. Point tries to make a move. He gets buried. And takes either a stick or an elbow up high. One of the Canadiens is hurt too behind the play. Slavkovsky. Montreal spending a lot of time on the penalty kill here. So got to get some of the big guys going again this period. Already 7 minutes into the period. 2-on-1 for Tampa here. McDonough. There it is. Scores. James scores. Tie game. The Lightning have tied the game. A 2-on-1, a broken play, and a broken change on the long change for the Canadiens. And with 3:10 left here in the second on a 2-on-1, Dominic James puts it off the bar and in. I mean, he's able to just walk right in. He's with McDonough, but he's putting that in the back of the net. Lane Hudson trying to take away the pass. And it just gets past Dobish. It is now 1-1. Well, there's your 1 goal for the period. Most people thought there was going to be 1 goal. So we'll see if that holds up. First career playoff goal in his 5th playoff game. This being game 5, of course. For Dominic James. They're going to redo this face-off because there was some extracurriculars going off here on the draw. 1-1 here. 13:10 left here in the second period. Here comes Lane Hudson. Chipped into the zone. Doc trying to drive the net. He does. Puck's loose in front. And Kirby Doc scores. He drives the net. And the Canadiens take the lead back right away. Kirby Doc with 2 amazing plays in this series. 11 seconds. 11 seconds later. The Canadiens are back. What is happening? Drives the net, kicks it, loses it, kicks it to his stick, puts it back in the net, and a crazy celly for Kirby Doc. The Habs are back on top in this game. If you're new here, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be live all night. We're going to be streaming a bunch of other games, including possibly more games for the Canadiens if they win this series. And not only if they win this series, the rest of this series as well. But the Habs, just 11 seconds after Dominic James ties the game, take the lead again on the second career playoff goal by Kirby Doc. And here comes Josh Anderson. Oh my goodness, he's throwing the body around. That looked offside. Caulfield throws it in. Caulfield looking very ineffective 5-on-5 in this series. He's trying to get to the net here. There is bodies flying everywhere. Hudson shoots it from the points, deflected out by Josh Anderson. 12-21. Sorry, 21 left in this period. Whoa. We got 2 goals in this period. Right there, back to back. Pretty crazy stuff here. So, get your new votes in, folks. It is clearly not 1 goal. It has already been 2 goals. Do we see another? Do we see 4 goals in this period? It's completely blown wide open right now. We got 2-on-1s. We got reckless plays in front. We got guys scoring their first career NHL goals. Playoff goals, I should say. We're at a commercial break, by the way, folks. We got 12:21 left here in the second period. 2-1 Montreal Canadiens. Goals from Brendan Gallagher, his first of the playoffs. 10 seconds into his first shift of the playoffs. Then Dominic James on a 2-on-1 just now in the second period. Puts the Lightning even with the Canadiens. And then just 11 seconds later, Kirby Doc with his second career playoff goal. His second goal of these playoffs. Puts the Canadiens back up 2-1. Crazy stuff here. You're right, 2 goals. However, the period's not done. We will see what happens the rest of the way. Oh boy. All right, we're back from commercial here, folks. Puck is down to the left of Vasilevsky. Third line back out there. We got Kirby Doc. That third line's been great for the Canadiens. Kirby Doc, Texier, and Bolduc. They've found some magic there in that third line. I don't think they're getting broken up anytime soon. They're buzzing. They're buzzing. And Kirby Doc has offered something he hasn't as a Montreal Canadien yet. He's looked really good. Sorelli cuts into the middle. He shoots just wide. Wow, he sliced and diced in the slot. Oh, Hagel just fanned on the first one. Gets the second one off. And a save by Dobish, point blank. Oh, boy. Checking the out-of-town scores here. End of the first period. The Flyers and the Penguins are tied at 0. Scoreless game over there with the Flyers up 3-2 in that series. And that game being in Philly. Philly is hungry for a second-round berth for the first time in quite some time. Face off to the right of Jakub Dobish. Jake Evans wins the draw against Dominic James. And puck out to center. The Canadiens are... Nice play by Demidov to keep the play alive. Here comes Matheson. He's trying to cut into the middle. He can't. Demidov throwing the body around a little bit there. Slavkovsky out there with these guys as well. Shot off the post, and it's thrown back out to the slot to the line. Goncalves gets it across the ice. Bjorkstrand throws it in, and that is stopped through traffic by Jakub Dobish. We got 11:10 left here in the second. Also, folks, tonight, still not underway. We have the Mammoth and the Vegas Golden Knights back in Vegas. That series is tied 2-2. Game 5 goes tonight. Tomorrow, Game 6 of the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota's up 3-2 in that one. And, of course, Edmonton still trying to keep their hopes alive against the Anaheim Ducks, down just 3-2 now in their series. Oh, nice shot there by Lane Hudson, but that's fought off by Andrei Vasilevsky. Here comes Brendan Gallagher. He's giving chase. Newhook's out there. Corey Perry with a nice move to the center of the ice. That's shot just wide by Geeky. And nice outlet pass here to center. One to beat. Throws it into the middle, and that's kind of broken up there. Gallagher gets it deep. Deneau's giving chase. Tampa gets it out to center. That's kind of taken away as well. And Josh Anderson will throw it hard around the boards. That's dumped in. And here's Nick Suzuki giving chase. He's kind of tied up by two guys. Josh Anderson gets in there. You got Lilleberg in there. You got everybody's in there. Crozier's in there. Back to the point to Lane Hudson. He bobbles it. Josh Anderson lost his stick again. Nice play by Hudson to keep this alive. To the point. Shot well wide. What a rocket and out of play. 9:51, excuse me, left here in the second. We're headed for another commercial break. Shots are 17-12 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Got a lot of folks here in the stream, in the chat. Let's do a roll call. Where are you guys watching from? Who are you cheering for? Are you from Ontario? Are you from Quebec? Are you from the United States? Are you a Lightning fan? Are you a Habs fan? Do you hate both teams? Let me know in the chat how you're feeling about this game tonight. There is a lot going on, and let me tell you, this has been the most, for my money at least, the most entertaining series of this entire playoffs in the NHL this year. 100% the most entertaining series. I am not a Habs fan by any stretch. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But this has been the most entertaining series for me. Love it. Love it. From Toronto, live in Calgary, cheering for the Habs. Shout out to you, Daniel. Canucks fan. Montreal obviously get the cup. Is that more of like you want a Canadian team thing to win? Because obviously Ottawa's out now. You still got the Oilers in the mix. I mean, they're not out yet. It's not over till it's over. They were down 3-0 in a cup final, and they made a game 7, so. Denzel giving an update there that they just want to continue playing their game and eventually they'll break through. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Although John Cooper does pride himself on mid-game adjustments, we will see what he does here. Although tight game, I mean that second goal is what it is, and it's a nice goal, but to panic after something like that, I don't think would serve anyone well. Canadians, whoa. Cirelli loses that draw clean, and it was a great shot on goal. Canadians have 16 face-off wins tonight. Tampa Bay has 7. So Montreal's cleaning up in the face-off dot. Cernak puts that towards the net. Stretch pass to Josh Anderson. It's going to come in front, and Vasilevsky covers it, and here come the Lightning in to say something to Mr. Anderson because he snowed their goalie a little. I mean, he knows what he's doing there, but he is, skating in pretty hard. Does snow the goalie, though. The Canadiens are my favorite for the Eastern Conference Final. Having Edmonton versus Montreal the finals, that would be something. That would be great. Guaranteed a Canadian team winning the cup. That'd be fun. Yeah, that was actually pretty bad. Now that I see the replay, that was yeah. That's Tampa's bread and butter, man. Those the post whistle scrums and all that stuff. They love that. Yeah, they're showing the replay. And he snows the goalie. He snows Vasilevsky pretty good there. So I'm surprised there wasn't more of a scrum after that whistle, because that was certainly something. Sab is saying, let's go Habs. Puck is out to center, but that's knocked down by Alex Carrier. He takes it into the zone. That is called offside at the Lightning line. People changing their votes. I mean, we have more than... we have 2 goals here in this second period, and still 1 goal is winning the poll. Change your votes. 3 or 4 goals. Maybe it stays at 2. Still got 9 minutes left here in this period. Apparently it's very quiet down by the benches. Not a lot of chirping going on. Oh, Bolduc in that third line getting back to work. Bolduc wins the puck back twice, but then he loses it. Darren Radish out to center. He gets it in deep. Rimmed around. JJ Moser gets it over to Darren Radish. Darren Radish wants to shoot it. That's shot towards the net. Deflection, but Dobish makes a save. Thrown back around the net. 8:30 left here in the second period. Point gets that to the front. Nothing there, and that's chipped out to center. It's going to go the length of the ice, but not for icing. Dies right before the line. Darren Radish has it. He's breaking it out. He gets it into the zone. On net. Save by Dobish. Scrum along the boards here for the puck. And that is thrown down the ice, and that is icing, and Slavkovsky comes together with Crozier there. Gives him a little bump. Shots 2013 for the Lightning. You're underway once again here. After that, that was a long icing debacle. Canadians get their change now. They dump it back into the zone. Goncalves can't handle it. And that's broken up at center. A lot of broken plays this period. No real flow to the game. Here comes James. Ooh, he tries to get it and center it in front. Bjorkstrand grabs it. He's going to skate it back into the zone. He has some space here. It's dumped around the net. Here comes Goncalves. He's giving chase. Pins his man. But Demidov skating out to center. Habs dump it back in. Slavkovsky has it. Back to the point. Throwing back down. Fourth line's out there creating some havoc. And Vasilevsky makes the save. He's kind of thrown into the net there. 6:22 left here in the second. Gallagher's lost his helmet. He's being held by Braden Point. Oh yeah, he's getting roughed up, but Gallagher's still just creating some energy for the Habs there in front of the net. Face off to the right of Andrei Vasilevsky. This is a long 15-second battle against the boards here. Zach Bolduc wins the puck. Oh, Dobich got to play that behind his own net. And he does. Habs will regroup. Bolduc back to the point. Dangerous play. Turned over by Geeky. He gets it towards the net. Still loose in the slot. Bolduc has it. He's going to throw it off the wall. And out to center. And Texier is getting held up. Doesn't look like there's going to be any penalties. Jack Eye with a stretch pass to Texier. He's getting held up again, but he wins the puck battle. He's in against the boards there. Bolduc is helping out. Here comes Jake Evans. Bolduc is asking for help. Trying to free it up there. Evans has it now. There's a whole different battle going on. Right beside the original one against the boards. Here comes Evans. He gets it towards the net. Oh, it's batted down in front. Texier keeps it alive, but the Lightning are going to get it out. Chipped to center by Bjorkstrand. Oh, he puts his man almost into the Lightning bench. And that is icing against the Tampa Bay Lightning. 4:15 left here in the second period. 2-1 Montreal. The Lightning are leading in the shot department. Cole is saying, let's go Lightning, let's go Thunder. Face-off won again by Montreal. They've been leading in the face-off department tonight by quite a bit. Puck is behind the net. Hudson fakes the shot. Now the shot's coming in, deflected just wide. Slavkovsky's out there with Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki. Dominic James into the center of the ice. Oh, it opens up for Bjorkstrand. Big save by Jakub Dobeš. Not the hardest shot, but kind of a changeup. Here comes Lane Hudson across the ice to Cole Caulfield. Caulfield keeps it alive down low. Suzuki has it there. Oh, Slavkovsky grabs it off the side of the post. Caulfield trying to throw the body towards the front of the net. That's blocked. Back to the point. It's thrown towards the front of the net again. In the corner, back to the point. Carrier has it at the point, walks the line, looking for the shooting lane. He shoots it just wide. Kept alive once again. Canadians are buzzing a little bit now. Deneau with it to the point. Matheson to Josh Anderson. Ooh, big save by Vasilevsky. Oh, Matheson loses at the point. That was some great pressure against Tampa there from the Canadians. They're back in 4-on-3 here. Matheson shoots. That's blocked and goes high and wide. 2-on-1 for the Lightning the other way. Gensel shoots, scores. The same play. And Dobeš gets run into. The same play as before. And we have a tie game again. Both Lightning goals. Not a good look from Mike Matheson, folks. Tough look there from Mike Matheson. What a turn of events. I mean, Montreal with their best couple of shifts of the period, best couple shifts of the game, arguably, and then the same play. A 2-on-1, this time Gensel, and he puts it basically in the same spot. He actually goes 5-hole with it. Barely gets through. Dobeš gets nudged a little bit by Carrier. I mean, great pressure for over a minute from the Canadians. Horrible turnover from Mike Matheson. Horrible play from Mike Matheson. Goes back the other way, and Gensel ties the game for the Lightning. His second goal of the series and his 43rd of his career in his playoffs. Mike Matheson completely cost the Habs on that play. That's a tough one, man. That is a tough play. We are going to a commercial break. We have 2:27 left here in this second period. Got a couple more new viewers here. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of live streams coming. We have a lot of fun stuff coming here on the channel for you guys. And we keep you up to date with everything that's going around the NHL, the biggest storylines, the stuff that you want to hear about what's going on around the NHL right here on NHL Digest. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. But there we go. We got 3 goals in this period, folks. 3 goals. And if you're new here watching the stream as well, hey, thanks, Nicole. Appreciate you subscribing. Everything to do with the NHL here. You won't miss a single thing to do around the league here on NHL Digest. Casey, Patrick, Mark, and I got you covered here on the channel. Oh, and again, yes, if you are new here, let me know where you're watching from. Let's do a little roll call. Where are you watching from? Who are you cheering for? Do you like the Habs? Do you like the Lightning? Do you hate both teams? Who are you a fan of? Where are you watching from? Let me know in the chat. And thank you to whoever's spamming the chat right now with the emojis. I appreciate it as well. But we're back here from commercial. Jake Guentzel just tied the game for the Lightning. It's now 2-2. This has been the tightest series in the league. Arguably the most physical series. 2 great teams going at it here. And nobody really giving an inch, man. Like, every game has gone to overtime except for the last one, which was still tight. It's been great. 2:27 left here in the second period. Guentzel just ties the game. Canadiens winning the face-off game here in this game. The Lightning leading in shots. Tipped into the zone. No icing. Suzuki giving chase. He's up against Anthony Cirelli, who's been shutting him down pretty well. Back to the point. Late Hudson shoots. That's blocked by Brandon Hagel, who seems like he's been everywhere in this series. And Vasilevsky plays that. It's whistled down. Mark is from Philly, and he's been a Habs fan for 50 years. So shout out to Mark. Mick Bedev is a new viewer from New Brunswick. Go Habs. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to have some more Habs content on here as well. Make sure you subscribe to Habs Digest as well. And Casey here, one of the hosts on the channel, huge Habs fan. So definitely going to keep you up to date with everything throughout the series. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Puck dumped into the zone. No icing once again. Canadiens give chase back out to the point. Lane Hudson with it at the point again. He throws it towards the net just wide. That's really all the Canadiens have had. I mean, they were buzzing a little bit, but outside of that maybe 2-minute stretch, that's all they really had. Oh, nice one-timer. It's still loose. And that is officially covered up by Andrei Vasilevsky. 1:37 left here in the second period. Nicole is a viewer from Tampa, so shout out to you. If you're a Tampa Bay Lightning fan too, check out Lightning Digest. Brand new channel just kicked off for everything to do with the Tampa Bay Lightning, hosted by Savannah. She's doing a great job over there, so make sure to check out Lightning Digest. All right, fellas, let's get out of this period. $17:23, the time of the goal for Guentzel. Backbreaking goal near the end of a period. That is shot just wide by Caden Gooley. Here we go, 2-on-2 out the center. Slavkovsky's back. Nice play by Hudson to pin his man. Slavkovsky's going to play this from around the net. He wants to get it off the wall. He does. Nice play by Suzuki to get it in down deep. And Demidov is giving chase, but nothing there. Nice play by Slavkovsky to turn that over. Suzuki giving chase. Suzuki gives chase. He gives a nice hit there. We got a minute left here, folks. Montreal regrouping. Nice play by Slavkovsky across the ice. No to the front. Nope. Around the horn. Here we go. Carrier gets it to the front. That is blocked, and it's out. Matheson has the puck now. He just throws it back down deep. And the Canadiens will regroup and give chase again. Vasilevsky stops it behind the net and gives it away. It's back in front of the net. Whoa! and Deneau gets taken out in front. That was close. Brendan Gallagher almost with his second of the game in his first playoff game this year. Nicole, I think I'd rather see the Lightning win this one. I have to be honest with you. I'm not a Montreal Canadiens fan, but I can appreciate some good hockey, and this has been a great series. So, and that is the period right there at the line, folks. That is the period. The 224s going at it. Phil Deneau and Crozier right there at the end of the period. But both teams headed to the room. Yeah, I mean, Slavkovsky not doing much in this game. You got, I mean, listen, both Tampa goals were exactly the same on broken plays. Keep that in mind as well. But hey, that's what happens, right? And Deneau kind of high sticks Crozier there at the end. Nothing crazy. Deneau kind of gets away with a high stick here for sure. I mean, it is in the visor. It's barely anything, but Slavkovsky not really doing much. Caulfield has been invisible 5-on-5. Invisible. But that is that for that period, folks. Let me know how you feel about what's happening in this game so far in the comments below. I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick break here, folks. But we got KC keeping you up to date with some content here on the channel. So while I'm away, KC will be keeping you up to date with the Colorado Avalanche. What's happening with the Colorado Avalanche? One of the only teams to advance in the playoffs so far. So we'll take that. I'll be back in just a few minutes, guys.
The Avalanche are terrifying the NHL as they complete the first round sweep on the Los Angeles Kings, remaining the most dominant team in the Western Conference. In this video, we're going to talk about everything that went right for the Colorado Avalanche, the reason behind their success, and who they could match up with in the second round. So you're not going to miss this episode of NHL Digest. But before we dive into everything here on the channel, just want to say today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app, and right now down below in the description, in the pinned comment, if you click the link and download the app and use code DIGEST, it really helps out the channel. When you play $5 on Prize Picks, you do get $50 instantly in lineups, so it's a great offer right now to download Prize Picks. They also have some great offers on right now, including the Scary Hours boost. They have the Flex Fridays, which where you get a 40% higher payout every Friday. They also have Taco Tuesday, which is their board serves up discounted projections on Tuesdays. That will happen tomorrow. Prize Picks is just the best way to get in on the action with all of us sports fans here. They got some great lineups, some great projections, and we're going to have a little bit more from Prize Picks later on in this video. But like I said, down below in the description, down below in the pinned comment, make sure to hit that link, download the app, use code DIGEST. It helps out the channel a lot here. But we got to talk about everything about the Colorado Avalanche here in this video, because they have just remained so dominant this year. Obviously, going in off a President's Trophy win, a lot of people thought that this team, are obviously the favorites going into this playoffs, and they didn't disappoint. Obviously, the Los Angeles Kings have had some tough matchups over the last couple of years, going up against the Oilers, and now the Avalanche, and unfortunately Anze Kopitar goes out on a sweep, which I know Kings fans and Kopitar probably didn't want to see, but obviously the Avalanche dominant in this series with a 5-1 win to wrap up everything last night. I mean, there's nothing else to say. When a team sweeps the first round in dominant fashion like they did, I mean, just shows how great this team is. And like I said, I mean, the title of this video, the NHL are terrified of these guys because they have so much talent. They have such a deep roster. Their goaltenders played unreal. We're going to talk about it all here coming up. But obviously with that win last night, with the sweep, they advanced to the second round where they could play another red-hot team. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, but we got to talk about the player of the series here for the NHLPA. They have Arturi Lehkonen being the player of the series, and he just really turns it on in the playoffs. He really becomes gets into a different mode and becomes a different player. I love this player. Obviously, as a Montreal Canadiens fan, Lehkonen, still holds a special place in my heart, and he's a fantastic player and has played some fantastic hockey for the Colorado Avalanche in this series with 4 points through the first 4 games. He had 3 points in 4 of the games, which is huge. I mean, obviously having a point in 3 games is crucial for this team, just showing how red hot he has been. He had he was on the 3 stars list in game 3 and in game 1. Has just really been a spark plug for this team, and that's the type of player Artturi Lehkonen is. He can do it offensively. He's a little bit of a grinder too, right? He can get into the corners. He can win the puck battles. He's just a great all-around playoff guy, and it's great to see him continue his playoff success again this season. And I know the Colorado Avalanche are happy to see that. He's a clutch player as well. He can score game-winning goals. He can score overtime-winning goals as well. This is a guy to look out for the rest of the run for the Colorado Avalanche, because it's not just McKinnon and Landeskog and Makar and all these guys in Colorado. They have some great depth guys as well, like Artturi Lehkonen, who has really been lighting it up this year, no doubt about it. But the big guy in the cage, welcome to Wedgwood. It's not Hollywood anymore. It is Wedgwood, as he has been having a tremendous season. Comes in, takes the crease this year, and comes into the playoffs red hot, and there was no backing down from Wedgwood. Just look at his numbers through the first couple of games in the season, or in this series. .950 save percentage with a 1-2-1 goals against. It's just insane through the first 4 games of any playoff series to be this hot as a goaltender. He was just a rock in the net. He's been the anchor, the last line of defense, obviously, for this team. And when your defense is taking away a lot of high danger chances, like what happened with the Avalanche here this series, it obviously makes the job on the goaltender a little bit more easier. But he has made some game saving stops. He's made some insane plays in the crease in this series, and it just seems like there's no sign of slowing down for Scott Wedgwood. I really do think, obviously NHLPA has Lehkonen as the player of the series. I think the player of the series for me is Scott Wedgwood, and just how good he is dialed in right now. And he's just great at his positioning. He knows where to be at all times. He's so good at tracking the puck through traffic, and this is why we're seeing the numbers we're seeing from Wedgwood, and I love seeing the goaltender get hot in the playoffs, and we're seeing that right now with Scott Wedgwood. But looking at some other notable names here on this team that have been playing hot, obviously Gabriel Landeskog, the captain, has been having a great series, tied for 4 points with Lehkonen and McKinnon. He has 2 goals, 2 assists through the first 4 games, a point per game. You can't ask for much more from Landeskog. Obviously, coming back off that injury last season, it was great to see him in the playoffs, but now he's really contributing a little bit more in this year's playoffs. Like I said, Lehkonen, 2 goals, 2 assists for him as well, has just had a fantastic first round. The momentum from him is only going to carry over into the next round. McKinnon, obviously there's nobody stopping Nate Dogg. I mean, he's so fast, he's so talented offensively. This guy is just a beast, and he also works off the puck too. I don't think a lot of people talk about how well he does work off the puck to win the board battles, to obviously create takeaways from his opponents. And I think his defensive ability does get a little bit undertalked with just how good he is offensively. And I think we've seen obviously throughout Nathan McKinnon's career him become a defensive talent as well as a obviously elitely gifted offensive talent as well. But obviously Nick Waugh, a great pickup for this team, has provided a spark. He has 2 goals in the playoffs so far, tied for the team league with the top 4 scorers in this league, but in this team, in this series. But it's great to see him obviously come into greener pastures from Toronto and pick it up where he left off and just continue to be that defensive forward that they do need, but is also contributing offensively for this team as well. Cale Makar, 2 points for 4 games, but those 2 points are goals and absolute beauties of goals if you have seen them. He was great at ripping it from the point. He's so good at putting his opponents forwards in a blender and just getting down low and finding open chances for his team, or finding open chances for himself in this case. And obviously Cale Makar, He's the best defenseman in the world, in my opinion, and he's just a thing of beauty to watch on the ice. He's a slippery player. That's definitely, the right way to categorize him there, but has been having a great series for this team as well. And obviously, guys like Kadri, who they picked up at the deadline, 2 points. Natchez, he has two assists in the playoffs as well. I think we will see those guys pick it up and get some more points in the next round. There's no doubt about it. These are guys that are going to come through in the clutch scenarios as well. But talking about who they're going to face coming up into the next series, obviously it's between the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild right now. The series is tied at 2 apiece, with the Minnesota Wild winning Game 4 in overtime. This has been a very tightly contested series. Minnesota has looked like the better team at times. Dallas has looked like the better team at times. And the Avalanche have everything in their favor right now with all the rest they're going to get from completing this clean sweep. And if this series is looking like it could go to 7, these teams are going to be beat up. They just went through a battle. Whoever comes out on the other side of it, are going to be having, obviously scars from the last series. So Avalanche do have an advantage here by having probably a full week off now before they have to play again. So it's great to see that the guys are going to be able to get rested. They're going to be able to watch, this series and see what they can do and pick apart each team and see how they can strategize to win against this team. This is all valuable information that the Avalanche are going to have going into this series. Right now, it's looking like, to me, I think the Wild are going to win this, and I think that matchup will be fun. I do like the Avalanche over any of these teams. I think it will be a very closer series than the LA Kings series, but, subscribe to the channel. We're going to tee up all the playoff series, so we're going to tee up whoever the Avalanche are facing up in the second round a little bit later in the coming weeks, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. But like I said, we do have a little bit more from Prize Picks in this video, and today we do have our picks for the upcoming games. I know you Avalanche fans are going to be watching this series closely. Get in on the action using Prize Picks. Go down below in the pinned comment, in the description. Hit the link, download the app, use code DIGEST, and get in on these picks, as we have Robertson more than 0.5 goals. He has been on a tear. He has a goal in 4 of his last 5 games. It's looking like he is going to score again in the next game. So get in on this one. More than 0.5 goals for Jason Robertson. It is great value in my eyes. And obviously, if you get in on Taco Tuesday, tomorrow, there's going to be some great reduced projections as well. We also have Tyler Myers getting more than 2.5 block shots. He's done this in 4 out of his last 5. Last game having 5 block shots, so this is pretty much a lock as well. Tyler Myers is going to put everything on his line, on the line for the team to win, and I just really like this pick here from Prize Picks. Also, we do have on the other side Jesper Wallstedt having more than 26.5 saves. I think this is great value as well. He's hit it in 5 of his last 5 games, so it only makes sense to go after it again here in this series. But like I said, once again, get on the action, download Prize Picks. They have some great promotions that we talked about a little bit earlier in this video. Right now, when you play $5, you get $50 in lineups instantly. Hit the link down below in the description, in the pinned comment. Download the app and use code DIGEST. It helps the channel out a lot. And we talked a lot about the Avalanche in this video, and obviously Prize Picks is going to have some great lineups for them as well in the upcoming next series. And it's going to be very exciting to see who they match up with in the second round. But right now, doesn't seem like there's any stopping the Avalanche. The team is red hot. The goaltender is red hot. It's going to be interesting to see who they match up with, how they match up with them, and if they can keep this momentum rolling. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep you up to date on everything Avalanche related and NHL playoff related. So make sure down below, hit that subscribe button. But as always, I've been your host, KC. Keep your stick on the ice.
Thank you to KC for the update on the Colorado Avalanche. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But the game is not done, folks. We are headed into what is going to be a very eventful third period here in Tampa Bay. Just a couple minutes away from puck drop on this third period. What's the vibe, everyone? We got 4 minutes left here until puck drop. What is going to happen? What is the outcome? Who is winning this game? It's 2-2. Very interesting poll there for that second period. Some interesting results. About 4 minutes left here till puck drop. Gearing up for the third here, folks. Series tie, 2-2. New viewer from Thailand. Welcome in, Ian. We're doing well, sir. Appreciate you tuning in to a very eventful game so far. Both Lightning goals pretty much the same. Couple minutes away here, folks. 2 minutes to be exact till puck drop for this third period. Got a new poll going out there. A lot of Montreal Canadiens fans in here, folks. Like 90% of people think it's the Montreal Canadiens that are going to be winning this game. A lot of Canadiens fans in here. Let's get some predictions going. What is the final score of this game? Let's get it down in the chat. Final score predictions. I'm going to go 4-2. Montreal. 4-2 Montreal. One of them's an empty netter. Whoever scores a nice goal probably wins the game. Although, as we've seen in this game, that doesn't necessarily... It's not necessarily true. Like that, you know, anything could happen, but we will see. I got 1 minute left here till the puck drop, third period. Here we go. Fans back in the stands. Players back on the ice. And here we go for this third period. A lot of Canadians got to start playing better. The Lightning also, I mean, it's a tie game on two breaks. Exact same play, 2-on-1s. They both went in like the same way. So it's been a pretty chippy game. Both teams want to win here. Here we go. Puck is down for the third period. puck is pinned behind the Montreal Canadiens goal, and I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. And that play is blown dead. I haven't seen that in a while. They hate doing that these days. Nick Paul not in this game, by the way. And not just Nick Paul. A couple other players as well. Some interesting lineup decisions from both coaches tonight. I appreciate some of that. Especially this far into a series. I mean, certainly interesting. Let me know where you guys are viewing from in the chat below. Where are you from? Who are you cheering for? Are you cheering for the Habs? Are you cheering for the Lightning? Are you cheering for somebody else? You want both teams to lose? Let me know. Shot on Dobish is stopped and corralled. Excuse me. Off the post, right off the face-off. Tampa Bay leading the shot category 25-19. Josh Anderson beats out the icing. He tries to scoop that to the front of the net. But man, Kucherov right off the post, right off the face-off. Still tied. Here comes Kuch. Back into the zone. Puts it off a leg and wide. Canadians regroup in their own zone. Kucherov has 1 goal in his last 19 playoff games. Stretch past the Texier. He scores! Oh my goodness! Wow! Alexander Texier. That third line has been electric. I mean, it's a good shot, but Vasilevsky completely bobbles it and it beats him clean. Montreal takes the lead 3-2 early in the third period. This completely changes the game. Completely changes the game. Tampa's going to get it much more aggressive. They're going to have to take some chances now. I was not expecting a goal this early into the third. 4th career playoff goal for Alexander Texier. He's had some big goals in this series. Opening the scoring in Game 3. And did he just close the scoring in Game 5? I doubt that's the last goal we see tonight. But how many of them are from Tampa? And are we going to get a tie game again? Man, this has been tight. This is a good series. Montreal on the forecheck. Nice play by Zach Bolduc again. Gets it in deep. Goalie has the puck. He just gets it in down deep. Sorry, we got an 18-10 left here in the third. Clock was wrong. Tampa back into the zone. The puck is behind the Canadiens' net. Gallagher has it. He gets bumped off the puck. Deneau wins the puck. Jack-Eye suffocating forecheck of the Tampa Bay Lightning to the front of the net. Deflected just wide. Dobish looking for the puck. It's in the corner. They're digging away at it. And here comes Gallagher out to the... And that came out at the line. And it's dumped back in. But Jack-Eye is going to take his time to regroup. Don't take too much time if you're the Canadiens, because here come the Tampa forecheckers. Montreal 71% in the face-off dot tonight. Huge factor in this game. From the point, Gouli shoots. And saved by Andrei Vasilevsky with relative ease. Here comes the Lightning back into the zone. And chipped out to center and chipped into the Lightning zone. Puck battle won there by Demidov. Slavkovsky to the point, or he tried to get it to the point. That was disrupted. Tampa's away 4-on-3. Interesting play there from Yanni Gord. He's giving chase behind the net. He gets it back. Puck is flipped out to center. Here comes Jake Evans, who that was for sure offside. Yep. Nice try. Nice try by Josh Anderson, but for sure offside. Can't get away with too much now. So Darren Radish, I thought it was Kucherov, but Darren Radish shoots the puck. Big save by Jakub Dobich just a minute into the game. Goes off the post, and then Kucherov misses the empty net. And then Texier in transition gets the shot off. Vasilevsky can't handle it. Bobbles it. Goes into the back of the net. Tampa dumps it back in. Tampa's playing with a very high sense of urgency right now. Kucherov fending off Matheson. He's trying to get it to the front of the net. Lightning back to the point. Crozier gets it to the front of the net. Bounces out the other way. Hagel has it. He gets it to the slot. McDonough shoots, and that's stopped by Dobich. Through a screen. Holds on to the puck. Sorelli has been a difference maker tonight. I also think that Braden Points look pretty good, and Brendan Hagel is the guy for the Lightning, man. He is their best player. He is their best overall player right now. He is the guy. Jakub Dobich, 25 shots, 23 saves tonight. 920 save percentage on the game. He has an 886, I believe. Oh, shot just wide. And Calvis has it. He gets it down deep. Oliver Bjorkstrand has the puck in the corner. He's juking and jiving. Gets it to the front of the net. Oh, nice play. Canadiens clear to center, but here come the Lightning right back into the zone. And Crozier is taken out, and he's taking a minute to get back up. He's back on side now. Bjorkstrand's back in the zone. He loses a puck battle to Phil Deneau. Kaelan Gooley has the puck now. To center, dumps it in. Texier, the goal scorer in this third period, 3-2 Montreal Canadiens. Back to the point. Struble shoots it. That is blocked. It's sent into the corner. They're digging for it in the corner now. Geeky wins the puck battle. He gets it back. Whoa. Pizza right through the middle there. Dumped in by Corey Perry. Here comes Gergensons. He gives chase. He's spinning the puck. He's digging for the puck. Perry's in there. Braden Point's back on the ice. He's giving support. Puck is going to get out and to center. And the Canadiens can't clear. It's down in their zone again on the half wall. And they get it to Slavkovsky, who gets it out. And Jake Evans gives chase. They got the blender out for a couple of these lines. I mean, Josh Anderson was starting the night with Nick Suzuki. And Matheson, oh boy. How was that not icing? Matheson has had a tough go. I don't know how that wasn't icing. But a tough go for Mike Matheson in this game. Not just this one. All series. Giveaway at the offensive line for Tampa. Montreal will get it back down deep into the zone. And Lilleberg back to play it. But he was getting forced by Demidov. Puck down into the offensive zone. Kucherov giving chase. Still giving chase. Montreal has a tough time. Once Tampa sets in their forecheck, I mean, they're moving the puck around, but they're having a tough time breaking it out. Tampa's going to get back in the zone. Tough play by Brendan Hagel there, falling in center ice. Puck gets down deep into the zone. Kucherov has 5 shots on goal tonight. Another 2-on-1 for Tampa. It's a cross. And Gord cannot pick that up 5 feet in the air on that pass. That crazy saucer pass. Waist high. Couldn't pick it up. Back to the point. Hagel shoots. That's blocked and sent just wide. Tampa's really, I mean, forechecking really hard. They want this. Crozier has a lot of time. He shoots. That's blocked. And it's out to center. Chip to center, and the Canadiens are going to get the change. They were getting hemmed a little bit there. McDonough's back for the puck behind his own net. He's regrouping. Here he comes out to center. He gives it off to Dominic James, who ices the puck. He ices the puck. Faceoff will come to, I believe, the right of Andrei Vasilevsky here. The Game 5 winner in a series tied 2-2 has won the series 79% of the time, folks. Big one-timer from the point there. It's behind Tampa's net. It looks like they're going to regroup and get it out. And they do, out to center. But Montreal gets the puck back. And here they come. Deneau to Newhook. And shot by Gallagher in front. Sent in front by Deneau. Back to the point. Struble has it. Struble to Jack-Eye. Back to Struble. Struble gets it towards the net. It's right in front. Back to the point. It's dumped back down by Jack-Eye. Phil Deneau has it behind the net. Deneau trying to get it in front of the net. He falls, but he keeps it alive. Here comes in Jaden Struble. Pinches in. He's trying to get it into the middle, into... That goes straight out. I believe that's a delay of game. I think the Canadiens are going to go to the power play here. Or they're saying it deflected. I believe... It looked like it went straight out. Everyone on the Canadiens bench and every Canadian player on the ice is saying that it went straight out. And they are headed to a commercial break. Folks, what an eventful third period. Montreal might be headed to the power play once we return. 11:23 left here in the third period. Texier with the go-ahead goal. 3-2 Canadiens. Tampa's still leading in the shot clock. Faceoffs belong to the Canadiens tonight, though. And a major factor at that. They've just won majority of the draws all night. Now, if we go to the chat, 70% of folks here in the chat think the Montreal Canadiens are winning this game. So get your votes in here. Let me know where you're watching from as well in the comments below. Or in the chat box, I should say. 72% now for the Montreal Canadiens. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you a Habs fan? Are you a Lightning fan? You from Tampa? You from Montreal? You from neither? Do you hate both teams? Maybe you just want them both to have some fun. Let me know in the chat. Where's everyone watching from? I don't believe there's a power play here for Montreal. I guess that was deflected off the glass. I'd like to see at least a replay of it. Texier has the goal that puts Canadiens up 3-2 here in this period. And that came just a minute into the period. Phil Deneau, Nick Suzuki out there right now. Both of them is interesting. Josh Anderson's out there too, so Suzuki doing double time right now. Here comes Suzuki out to center. He just whiffs on the puck. It's back to center, back into the zone. Nice move by Brendan Hagel, but he does lose the puck. It's batted down and kept back alive. Two Lightning player on top of each other. Whoa, Darren Radge takes a run at his man. He separates him from the puck. Nice move by Brendan Hagel again. Been everything for this team. He's going to drive the net. Grosjean was trying to grab that pass, but that was broken up. He's trying to get back now. And Jake Gensel is back for the puck. He gets it out to, or he tries to. It's knocked down by Phil Deneau. Sorry, not Phil Deneau, by Zach Bolduc. Puck is back into the Canadiens zone. Shot by Oliver Bjorkstrand. Deflected just wide. Demidov wins his puck battle at the line. Puck still controlled by Tampa at their own blue line. And it's thrown back in. Midway point of the third period. 10 minutes to go, folks. 10 minutes to go in this period. 3-2 lead for the Canadiens. If this stands, they have a 70% chance historically of winning this series. Braden Point to the middle. Nothing there. Now there's a battle behind the net. 70% chance of winning the series, and they're going back home. Bjorkstrand just got absolutely ruined with a few cross checks from Jack-Eye. No penalties here in the third, I guess. Flipped out to center. And nice play by Slavkovsky to get that deep into the Tampa zone. They can get a full change. He's forechecking. He's still battling for the puck. Still battling. He wins the puck back from Lilleberg. Gets it deep to Caulfield. Caulfield trying to get it to the front of the net. Caulfield's been very quiet 5-on-5 in this series. Gouli gets that to the front of the net. It's deflected just wide by Jake Evans. Is who deflected that. Dumped back down into the zone by Tampa. 8:50 left here in the third. Dobish makes a weird clearing attempt. Montreal getting pinned again in their own zone. The forecheck of Tampa has been tough to play against. Looks like they're going to get it out, though. A lot of poise here. Nice play in the center ice. Jake Evans, a lot of room. Slap shot, big save by Andrei Vasilevsky. When Montreal is able to break it out and move it with a lot of poise, they are opening up a lot of ice for themselves. Gallagher just absolutely rifles that high and wide. Gallagher dumps it in. He takes a big hit from Crozier. That's batted down, but can't be kept in by Alex Newhook. Out to center was Geeky. He loses the puck, though. Newhook gets it to Josh Anderson, who gets it in deep. He's going to give chase. Here comes Phil Deneau. Big hit. Fourth line out there for the Canadiens. With Suzuki. So I don't know if he's double shifting or if he's just on the fourth line now. I mean, he hasn't looked great. Josh Anderson to the front of the net. He loses it. Couple bodies on the ice. Trino saying he's a Habs fan from Quebec. Go Habs go. Shout out to you for watching. Thank you, sir. Hope you're enjoying the game tonight. I hope both teams lose. Puck is dumped in. No icing. Suzuki giving chase. He is still on the ice. And now you have Slavkovsky and Cole Caulfield on the ice with him. But it's given away. And here come the Lightning back out the center. Braden Point. He was looking for a trailer, which was Kucherov. But Kucherov does nothing with it. It's out the center. And here comes Texier, the goal scorer. He shoots it. Blocker save by Andrei Vasilevsky. Nothing too crazy for him there. Nothing too difficult. That's turned over. Texier forces a turnover. Bolduc back to Texier behind the net. He's giving chase into the corner. He's looking for the point, but Tampa's sealing the walls pretty well. Big one-timer. It's in the slot. Tampa's going to get it out to center ice. There's 6 minutes left here in the third, folks. 1-goal lead for Tampa. Man, Kucherov looks horrible. What are you doing? Oh, this is going to be icing, I believe. No, it's waved off. Canadiens giving chase behind the net. Slavkovsky back on the ice. Here comes Demidov. That is Zach Bolduc, excuse me. Demidov should be joining him. Jake Evans. Oh boy. Turned over in front, and Dobish with a huge save. Covers up the puck. 6:02 left here in the third. 6 minutes left. We have a commercial we're going to. Both teams are going to regroup. Tampa is going to regroup. They need a game plan here for the last 6 minutes of this game. Things are picking up here, folks. Commercial break here. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you a Habs fan? Are you a Lightning fan? Where are you watching from? You're watching from Canada, the US. Do you hate both teams? Let me know in the chat how you're doing. But we're headed for the final stretch here, folks. The final stretch. Get some pump up music on here. 6 minutes left in the third. Canadiens up 3-2 on a goal from Alex Texier. We're back in Tampa, final 6. Your goals tonight. First one, kicking off the game very early on, Brendan Gallagher. It's first of the playoffs. Then we saw a goal, a tying goal from Dominic James, his first of the playoffs. Then we saw Kirby Dach respond just 11 seconds later. Then on a 2-on-1, very similar to the Dominic James goal, Jake Guentzel ties the game once again, and early, just a minute into this third period. Puck is down, by the way, here. Just a minute into this third period, Alex Texier puts the Habs up 3-2. There's now 5:50 left in this third period. Montreal's caught up in the shot category as well. 27-25 for Tampa. It is a rival in my division. I do not cheer for the Montreal Canadiens. Puck is deep behind the Tampa net. Montreal forechecking. The series has been very back and forth, both in terms of the actual series score, the scoreboard, the physicality. I mean, it has been a great series. From the outside looking in, a great series, I have to say. And I know a lot of Habs fans will not agree with that or whatever. But I think it's been a great series. A lot of fun to watch. And Tampa back out to center. We got less than 5 left here. Slavkovsky with 3 shots on goal tonight. Hasn't really been a difference maker. He's looked pretty good and pretty dangerous in the third. He's just making things happen. He's making those small plays. The Lightning don't look great. I mean, they're trying to make plays here, but... And they're going to dump it in here. Brendan Hagel gets it down deep, and Jake Guentzel's going to give chase. But they don't look great. They don't have much going. They don't have much energy. I mean, they're leading in shots in terms of 3, but icing by Montreal here. That's a tough icing call. 4:12 left here in this period. Also, out-of-town scoreboard, Flyers. And the Penguins are tied at 0. Scoreless game over there. Intense game over there in Philly. 15 minutes left in the third. Puck out to center. Lightning dump it back in. They're looking for a tying goal here. Late in the third. Under 4 minutes to go. Canadiens up 3-2. Looking to head back home up 3-2 to finish off the series at home on Friday night. Oh, Texier wins that. Puck battle. He's behind the net. Turned over. Jake Evans trying to get it to the front of the net. He just throws it towards the net. Alex Newhook's there. He gets absolutely destroyed. We have a couple people in the chat from Quebec, so shout out to you for watching. Where in Quebec are you guys from? I would imagine Montreal Canadiens fans. Dobish makes the stop. 3:08 left here. Sorry, 3:07 left here in the third. With just 3:07 left, we're headed to what could be our last commercial. Well, will be our last commercial break of the game. Even if it goes to overtime, there's no commercials in overtime. But, whew, take a deep breath, folks. Stretch. Final stretch of the game here. Canadiens up 3-2. Just a few minutes left here in this game. Will Montreal go back home up 3-2? Or will the Lightning tie it here and give us another overtime game? Now, Tampa hasn't had much all period. Right? They haven't really done much. But they have great game-breaking skill, game-breaking players. I suspect they're going to tie the game late. Last minute of play, they will tie this game. That is my guess at this point. Montreal could also get an empty netter, right? Of course, they're going to pull the goalie, I would imagine, coming up soon here. We got 3 minutes left. But I just have a feeling they're going to get a garbage goal. It's going to be a tie game going into overtime, folks. Tie game heading into overtime, folks. Three game sixes on Friday around the league, excuse me. Including the Montreal Canadiens and Tampa Bay Lightning on Friday night. Should be a good one. Very interesting huddle going on here at the Montreal bench. 3 minutes left here. Shout out to everybody watching in the chat right now. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Give you a nice little shout out here on the stream. And here we go. 3:07 left. Evans back on the ice. He won another faceoff. He's won 12 tonight of 13. .245. This is going to come down to the wire. 1 goal game, folks. Goncalves gets it towards the net. Big save by Jacob Dobish. Or Jakob. Shot towards the net. And that is gobbled up by Dobish as well. 2:33 left here in the period. Face-off coming to his right. I wonder I wonder if Vasilevsky's coming out. Shots 29-24 for the Lightning. Tampa's getting a change here. It looks like Dominic James is coming off. Big boys are coming on. This could signal Vasilevsky coming out. Offensive zone faceoff. There's a lot of time left in the game here. I wouldn't pull my goalie yet. Oh, he is. He's on the bench. Empty net for the Lightning. Now, this is where faceoffs come in huge in this game, because Montreal's been wiping the floor with the Lightning in the faceoff die. And if they gain control here, this could be the game. Evans 12 for 13 tonight against Sorelli, who's been pretty good. Sorelli wins the draw. Kucherov shoots. That's just wide. They control the play. Tampa back to the point. Radish. Hagel shoots. That's blocked by Jake Evans. They're moving it around. Kucherov down low. Gensel shoots, and that's stopped by Dobish. Right into his glove. They're moving it around. They're moving it around. (3-2) Montreal. 2:12 left. Series tie 2-2. Montreal with a chance to go home. Up 3-2. Won by the Canadiens. It's at the line, but it's kept in by the Lightning. No, it just gets out. And that was a horrible play. That's going to go the length, and I think that's an icing. That is icing. With 1:57 left, faceoff's going to come back down into the Montreal Canadiens zone. I would imagine a timeout is going to be called by somebody here. Holy smokes. Face-off won by the Lightning. Kept in the zone. They're slowing it down. They're controlling it. Hagel shoots towards the net. It's just wide. Back to the point. Kucherov down low. Jake Gensel. Gensel to the front. It's cross ice. Slowed down again. Back to the point. Radish looks for Hagel. Hagel wants the shot. He gets it low. It's right in front. To the point. Radish shoots. And that goes deflected off of, I think, Phil Deneau. 1:28 left. Ooh, this is a nail-biter, guys. This is how I like to see a game end. 35 shots to 24 for the Lightning at this point. Oh, it goes off his head and out. Dobish makes the save off of his helmet and out. And Sorelli trying to chip it around him. Almost does. Goes off his shoulder. And then it's cleared. Great defense by the Canadiens. Got to give it to him. Timeout by Montreal with 1:28 left. Dobish goes to the bench to see what's going on. Vasilevsky on the bench for the Lightning. Same six staying on the ice here for the Lightning. I mean, makes sense. Where are you tuning in from, folks? Let me know in the chat below. Let me know where you're tuning in from, who you're cheering for. 3-2, nail-biter, 1:28 left. Vasilevsky is on the bench. Lightning have 6 players on the ice. Montreal's dictated the faceoffs in this game by a lot, actually. 32 faceoffs won to Tampa Bay 16 so far in this game. So double. Done with Florida teams. Helen saying Montreal. A lot of Montreal folks here. Point wins the draw. Another face-off one late in the game. And that's thrown out the center. It's not going to go enough for icing. Here comes Radish. Minute 15. Nice move by... Whoa, what a move by Brandon Hagel to get it in. Braden Point, excuse me. It's out. It's going down the length of the ice. This will be icing. And there is 1:03 left. And there are no more timeouts. Put up or shut up. If you want to see a Montreal Canadiens win, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Keeping you up to date with everything going on with the Montreal Canadiens and around the NHL. They're going to redo. Suzuki won that faceoff. They're redoing the faceoff. All right, here we go. This would be a crazy time for Kucherov to get a goal because he has 1 goal in his last 20 playoff games. Hagel, okay, so Tampa wins the draw. Hagel gets it. They're controlling it again. Hagel's going to get it towards the net. It's a chip play in front. It's across the crease. Back to the point. 45. Kucherov shoots. Saved by Dobish. And kept in at the line by Radish. Cross ice. What is Kucherov doing? Put the puck in the net. It's behind the net. Thrown back to the point. Kucherov down low again. Gensel to Kucherov. It's going back to Gensel. Gensel shoots. One-timer. Oh, off his shoulder and just wide. 20 seconds left. Gensel to the middle. Point. Has it. Point blank. That's blocked to the point. Kucherov has it again. Across. Radish. Radish. Oh, man. Gensel to the front. Where did that go? 5 seconds. Hagel shoots. That's blocked. 1 second. The game is over. The game is over. The Canadiens have won. And there's a scrum in front. The Lightning did everything but score. They did everything but score at the end. Montreal wins 3-2, and they're going back home with a 3-2 series lead and an opportunity to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, knock them out of the first round again. The Lightning did everything on that last play. I mean, I thought they were going to tie it. Some great plays there. It goes in front. I mean, if Radish doesn't bobble that, I mean, gets a shot towards the net. It's a great block again by, I believe it's Carrier there at the end. I mean, being trusted on the ice to get it done. And he does. Kucherov one-timers that through Slavkovsky's 5-hole. And Montreal wins the game. Well, folks, that is all she wrote. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Montreal wins 3-2. They have a 3-2 series lead going back home. Game 6 on Friday night with an opportunity to win the series. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you have a great night. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the Montreal Canadiens and around the NHL. Appreciate all of you tuning in.